What's up, guys? It's me, Gypsy. I got another video for you guys today. This one is called Helltown in Ohio. Helltown is one of the most legendary areas in Ohio. It wasn't always called Helltown. That is not its official name. But the legend surrounding the now abandoned town makes sense for the name. The area known as Helltown is located in northern part of Summit County. Officials called Boss Mills. It was settled in 1806 and is the oldest village in Summit County. Construction projects brought settlers and railroad stations installed in the 1880s made the town thrive. In 1974, President Ford signed a legislation that allowed the National Park Service to buy the area and turn it into a national park. Unfortunately for residents, this gave the government the chance to claim eminent domain and take possession of the land. The idea was that they would raise the town and turn the area into a national park. Residents had to leave immediately, leading to graffiti that reads, "Now we know how the Indians felt." However, the government being the government, they didn't really get around to knocking down all the structures, so many streets would contain rows and rows of abandoned homes with no trespassing signs steaded next to the burnt-out remains of homes that had been used in a fire department for like exercise and stuff. It is easy to see how legends and ghost stories grew around the town that looks like it had been abandoned in the middle of the night. One of the most common tales is the cursed school bus. Out in the woods, it is broken down. There is a broken down school bus with all the seats removed. Depending on who tells the story, the children on the bus were killed by either a serial killer, an escaped mental patient, or a cult. Some stories would place the ghostly child inside the bus, children sitting inside the bus, sitting in their assigned seats, motionless. Others claimed you can hear the cries coming from the school bus shell. Some say that people have tried to dispose of the bus, but it's always ended in a grievous journey or death. Maybe they shouldn't mess with it, huh? And about a house that was undergoing some repairs when the government bought the land, the family felt that the bus behind eventually. The government had the bus hauled away after locals complained of ghost hunters searching the woods for the abandoned bus. As with any town, churches are a strong source of creepy legends. There are two churches within Helltown: Boston Community Church and Mother of Sorrow. But the legend never specifically which church. Some say there is an evil man in the basement who preserved people from entering the church and won't let people see his face. Others say the devil worshippers own the church. There are candles burning at all hours. It is even open for mass, and that there are upside down crosses as decorations. Ooh, that's creepy. That is really creepy. And then there are the roads in Helltown. There are 2 roads that end for no reason. Both roads have signs that say road closed, even though it continues off into the distance. Legend says that the satanic cults put up these signs to keep people out of their sacred hideouts. In reality, the 2 dead ends are just opposite sides of Stanford Road. The street fell into despair many years ago, making it unsafe to travelers. 2 different towns own proteins of the road, Sagamore Hill and Northfield Center Township, but neither could afford to repair the road because it was liability. It was safe just to close it. Stanford Road is also something called the end of the world, or highway to hell. It is twisted road with a steep incline, so steep that when a car crests the top of the hill, for some angles it looks like the car is driving off a cliff. Some stories say that the road is evil, will take possession of your car and cause fatal accidents. It is more likely that thrill seekers were experimenting with the incline and crashed on their own. Other rumors claim that the road statins will form a human chain around your car to prevent you from leaving. Robert Satanist, sorry. A serial killer lives in the woods and butchers drivers with an axe, or a ghostly hearse, sometimes with one headlight, will chase you. Another rumor presents that the residents were driven out due to a chemical spill. Abandoned buildings and no trespassing signs put up, but the U.S. government flooded their rumors, which often said that chemicals in the area caused mutation in the local children. The chemical spill is also said to have created the Penobscot phenomena, a monstrous, huge phenomena that is said to reside in the woods. There is no evidence of the phenomenon existing. Unfortunately, there may be some truth to this chemical tale. The Kirk family owned a private dump not far from Helltown. The Kirk dump was part of the park and was created in 1974. South National Park Service didn't acquire the land until 1985. They thought it was just an old junkyard, but park rangers started reporting strange odors leading to headaches and rashes. One man became physically ill while collecting old bottles. The Environmental Protection Agency ran tests and discovered that there were a number of toxic substances in the area, emanating from thousands of drums of chemicals dumped by major companies. The site was closed and massive cleanup operating go under way. Wow, this is like really creepy, guys. Oh my gosh. No wonder they call it Helltown. Sheesh, the name fits. Other legends including an abandoned house in the woods with a light on at all times. It is not abandoned. It is a hostel, a ghost who sits on a cemetery bench and stares blankly. There is no bench in the cemetery. Creepy. There are trees in the cemetery move allegedly caused by Satanists who cursed the trees to discourage their location. Allegations that the cemetery or other parts of the town were built on native burial grounds, an abandoned slaughterhouse and or funeral home that is said to be haunted. This is the same building that it was never a slaughterhouse or a funeral home, and that in 1984, Children of the Corn was filmed and or inspired by Helltown. Wow. No wonder that movie had a creepy vibe. Oh my gosh. But it was actually filmed in Iowa. Nowadays, Helltown isn't as creepy as it once was. There are parts of what is now known as the Cuyahoga Valley National Recreation Area. It was designed as a national park in 2000, and as such, abandoned structures have been restored and demolished, and their creepy ruins of the past are all but wiped away. Wow, guys, that is really, really creepy. Oh my gosh. That is really, really creepy. And I will have more videos for you guys soon. It just takes me time to look up this stuff. I just came across this one, like, I think last night. Yeah, last night. Matter of fact. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below if you guys have any places you want me to look up. Even if it's in your area, it doesn't matter if it's haunted, or even if it's just a legend, or if it's just something to do with the history of a place. It doesn't matter. You can comment down below and I can look it up. It might take me a while, but I can look it up and I can do a video on it for you guys. Have a nice day.